That's it. It's recording. You can go. You're the leader of the pack. Your kickstand. Okay, we're going 8.5 miles an hour and she's pulling away from me. Well, to continue the discussion from 2 videos ago, there's so much, I don't know the term, people that are into bicycles at all for any reason they've created a, I don't know how to put it actually, but a lot of people are saying e-bikes shouldn't be here and they're not worth it, and anyway, there's all kinds of reasons that they give, and typically it's just not fair. Another one they say is, well, they go so fast. Well, they don't go that fast. If you look at any form of 10-speed bicycle, they can easily do 28 to 30 miles an hour. I shouldn't say easily, they're gonna have to pedal, but nonetheless it's gonna be 28 miles an hour. The average speed that people ride at when they're on those 10 speed, when they're just cruising like we are now, is around 10 miles an hour, maybe 11. And right now we are doing 9.3. It's only because I think she thinks I want to go fast, and I don't want to go fast. I normally cruise at about 8.5 miles an hour, just like any other bike, if not I'm going slower. And it's the way that I like to ride. You keep going fast, you don't get to take in what's around you. And the other thing with the electric bikes, I believe the number, and I can probably verify this. In fact, I will make an attempt to verify it. I'll contact a few bike stores, e-bike stores particularly. But I'm going to bet that 70 to 75% of electric bikes are going to people that are over the age of 50 years old. And there's a reason for that. If I could ride a regular bicycle because I was in good shape, or with all the aches and pains that I have, I would be doing that. But before I got this electric bike, all I was pretty much doing, because I can't walk more than say 100, 200 feet before my legs start burning away and can't do much. And I have reasons for that. There's some medical issues I've had, and that's what happens when you get over 50. You start getting these little aches and pains. And without the electric bike, I'd be sitting inside 100% of the time. And that's not what we're here for. We're here to go out and enjoy life, because life is very short. So for those people that are against electric bikes, maybe they're not right for you. But don't be trying to take that right away from other people. And I could go on like this for hours just talking about the reasons behind what electric bikes have done. And electric bikes are brand new. They were out in the 50s and 60s. The problem was the batteries weren't that efficient. They have come a long way in batteries. Credit a lot to the electric cars. They're out. And again, those are believe were worked on back in the 20s or 30s, electric cars. But again, the batteries have been perfected. They can get them on the vehicles, and without taking up the whole car, they still take up a big portion of it. But the good thing is they go in the very lowest part of the car, which lowers that center of gravity in the car, which makes the car handle better. But electric bikes for me has done a lot, and I know a lot of people that could, if they could afford one, and that's the biggest downside to them, is how much they cost. I mean, the battery alone, I bought an extra battery for this, because as it is right now, I can go easily 30 miles on a charge. And I've done over 40 miles to a charge. So if I want to go on a really long ride, I need another battery. Well, not knowing what I know now, I bought the extra battery as soon as I bought the bike. And because I wasn't sure how long the battery would last. So I was going to be carrying an extra battery. Well, as it turns out, I don't need to. This battery easily takes me 20 miles, and most of my rides are under 20 miles. And if you think about trying to do 20 miles on a regular bicycle, that's a big job to do. And here I'm a guy that can hardly walk 100 feet, but yet I can ride 20 miles on a bike. Why? If my legs get tired, I can just do the throttle like I'm doing right now. And that'll take me up to 18, top speed, 18 miles an hour. Regular bikes go faster than that. So that's sort of my side of it. If you do have any questions, you're watching this, and you have any questions on electric bikes, feel free to contact me, especially before you buy. There's a lot of things you learn after you buy that would have saved me money, like if I wouldn't have bought a second battery, but it's nice to have it. But the size of the motors, what to look for when you're buying the battery, because they're not all the same. I've seen a lot of them out there, especially if you go to like Kmart, something like that, where you see these electric bikes for $800, $900, $1,000. They'll do it, but you're going to get a 250 watt motor, and you're going to get a 12 amp hour battery, or worse, a 1,000 amp hour battery, and running at 36 volts. Well, that's not going to go anywhere near 20 miles. And so there's a lot of things like that I didn't know in the beginning. I did do a lot of reading to learn that I wanted at least a 750 watt motor. A 500 I think would do. But 750 watt, I've yet to find a hill I can't get up throttle only. In other words, no pedaling at all. I can go up hills. Which is another reason why electric bikes are nice. So many times people, I don't want to ride my bike. Got to ride up those damn hills. Well, it's an electric bike, that's all you do. Maybe use it just to go up hills with it, and then pedal all the other time. It's up to you. But I just have a hard time when people are cutting down electric bikes, saying they should be made illegal and doing all these things. There's just no real good reasoning behind their thought. And what sort of cracks me up is the equestrians are saying no bikes, no electric bikes where we ride our horses. Why is that the case? I have a choice to ride on that trail just like you have a choice to ride on that trail. Especially if it's a private trail, no problem. I'll stay off it. But if it's a public trail like this is, why should I be restricted because I have an electric bike? Makes no sense. Anyway, I'll get off that soapbox. You don't have to go as fast as you're going, you know. Go whatever speed you want, but don't go fast because you think I want you to. Just go at the speed you want to ride at. Be careful. Oh, we're gonna stop our normal spot. You know what I want to do though? When we stop at these, we'll stop at wherever we have these signs that are put up about the wildlife and plants and stuff in this area. Just so you know, I also have an app that I can shine it to this. Where'd you go? I can shine it to this leaf, and it'll tell me what kind of tree it is, or what kind of plant it is. So if we see something, we go, what is that? That looks weird. We can take a picture of it, and it'll tell us what it is. Pretty cool software, I think. Let's go over here and see what this has to say. Let me grab my pot.
I wonder if they change the sign every day.
No, it's the same sign all the time. It says there are over 200 species of birds that utilize natural open spaces in the area. Birds you can see include the great blue heron. What's this guy? I have yet to see one down here. Wild turkey. I know they're down here because the person who lived in my house 40 years before me raised them. Many species of waterfowl, songbird, and raptors use Dean Lake as a stopover on their migrations in the spring and fall. Because they come through here and all that and use this land to get a rest before they take off again. Can you start reading there? Reptiles. Reptiles and amphibians.
Make their homes at
Dean Lake. Including painted turtles. Hold on to that. Turtles, leopard frogs, salamanders, and the common garter snake.
Yeah,
See how this one is just a white stripe on both sides of them like that?
ours has a yellow.
Yeah, well, those are yellow, but you can't really tell in pictures. But the stripes ran this way around them, where the stripes on this one runs the length of the body. For about 50 years, there's mammals. Maybe you said mammals to that one. There's mammals. In the area, common sightings include white-tailed deer. I have seen them down here. Red fox I've yet to see. Muskrat we've seen. Beaver we've seen. Woodchuck I haven't. And raccoons we've seen. That Uncle Bill traps us. There's a large diversity of plants to identify in the area. Plants to identify can be trees and other woody plants, grasses and sedges and flowers, sometimes called forests. See if you can identify ones you know. And we'll do that as we go around. Your Uncle Bill, he's amazing how many different plants he knows. He is so smart in so many different things.
I think I've seen that yellow one before, but I don't.
Yellow one? Yellow plants or?
This one.
Yeah, you've seen it. I don't know what it is, but
Use your app.
yeah, it's put away in there. Remind me to put some paper towels or a rag or something in my bag.
Okay.
Twice now I've had to wipe my hands off, and I hate doing it on my pants.
Yeah, I have to do that sometimes too. That's why me and my mom bring the trailer so Hannah can hold on to the tissues and stuff.
Are the brake handles staying good now?